weekend. Feels like it was just Monday. Wow. Time is definitely passing by more quickly since CERN opened up. Who knows? Could just be old age. But I do hope everyone is having a great start to their week. Great start to their Monday. Great start to their well, I just stopped mid-sentence there. I was trying to read and catch up. I apologize. Great start to their week. Yeah, that's what I meant. Good morning, Mr. Throat Goat EDC, Mr. B Shady, Mr. Nick Martino, Mr. Ed, and Mr. Knives Are Life. Morning, gentlemen. Hope you're all doing great. I'm doing pretty great this morning. Morning, Pete. And don't forget to smash that like button on your way in. I did have a good weekend, Nick. Thank you, sir. I had a pretty boring Sunday night. It's usually how it is. Yeah, I don't know, man. Seems like Monday, I just said that. But in reality, I have said it quite a few times, so. Just like TGEDC mentioned something about the title when he came in, and imagine trying to title 416 videos in a row. It gets kind of weird. Morning, Mr. Michael. So, a couple of things this morning. Let's see. Start like we always do. Talk about what I had in my pocket last night. And what I had in my pocket last night was this beautiful thing. With golden carbon fiber. And a very nice titanium clip. Very comfortable clip. Love the lines on this knife. Love the front flipper. It's about perfect. And love the thumb ramp. Love the forward choil. And love the blade shape. And love the blade hole. And love the thumb studs. Not much I don't like about this knife. This is the QSB Hornbill in S35VN and golden carbon fiber. Morning, Sever 7. But this thing, super nice. Very comfortable. I don't want to collect any more QSPs, but I don't want to get rid of this one. I've got to stop buying every Chinese knife brand. And I think since I have the fewest QSPs, it's going to be the one on the chopping block. Great action on this thing too. So I had that in the front pocket, and then in the back pocket I had my Tyrant Ultra clone. I did start to put an edge on this last night, and I'll tell you what, I've got a sharpening kit that I keep in my car, and it's one of those vertical ones with the two arms, and you put the blade in the middle, and it's got the two little rods that you slide the, it's like fixed angle sharpener, but with 2 paddles and vertical instead of horizontal. And it comes with some stones in the little kit because I have to slide over those little rods. I don't know if you've seen them. We've looked at them before. But the lowest grit stone that it comes with is a 320, I think. It might be some weird number like 360. But whatever kind of blade steel this is, it is hardened very nicely. And the factory edge had to be like 25 degrees or something. So I started working on the edge of this, and I could not get that 320 stone to get a burr. And I tried for a while because of how hard this steel is. But you can see how wide, I put some marker on that side, hold on. You can see how wide the 17-degree edge is going to be compared to what the original edge was. I don't know if you can tell that it's a lot wider than this. So I didn't do the front part. I started working on this. And it's pretty sharp, but I've got to put it on my real sharpener because I've got some low grit diamond stones. But yeah, whatever this is, it's hardened. It's supposed to be D2, and I imagine it probably is. Cool thing about it is you can pop the blade out to throw it in your sharpener, and it makes it really easy. So I just threw it in the little clamp on that little vertical one with the little bars. But anyway, started sharpening that. Did not succeed, but I did put an edge on it. Enough that it would probably cut a piece of paper. Yeah, I mean, I got a decent enough of an edge that I can get by. All these crinkles don't help. So yeah, being able to pop the blade right out makes it super easy. Good morning, Gonzo. But the D2 on it is definitely hardened. It was a pain in the butt. And then in my back left pocket, morning drummer, I have my Vespa that we need to work on. And it's not bad. It's actually not bad at all. But I do want to swap the little button out on it. Or maybe it's the other one. I don't know. One of these I got to put the new little piece in. Morning, TC. Morning, Miranda. Who else? I think I caught Sever 7, Gonzo. Everybody saying, oh, Mr. Drummer. Can you adjust that one like the real one? Yes. So these are actually, a lot of people consider the Vespas to be made better than the Microtechs. They use a higher grade aluminum for the handles. And the tolerances seem to be better on the Vespas. You can look up, lots of people will say they bought a Vespa and it was better than all the Microtechs they owned. But yes, it uses the same parts. You can fine tune it however you want the zero blade play to work. And that's kind of why I got to replace this piece. Because this is the little disc that goes in the blade. Might as well just show you. Because it's not hard. So let me show you real quick. I gotta we gotta do something knife related and spend some time talking knives, so why not do this? I don't know that I have a little flathead like I need, but we'll see. You have to have kind of a long one. Oh yeah, and I've got to have a T30 for this. Dang it. I don't think the T30... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait just a minute here. I might have just what we need. I do. Wow. So a lot of kits, they go up to T25 and they don't go to T30. So that's kind of a pain in the butt. So it's built the same exact way. This comes out, this comes out. Then you hold the button, whoops, as you pull off the top here. So, this is the little piece I'm talking about. So the way you tune these things, the button fell out. The way you tune them, they have a set screw in the back of this thing. And this little thing has edges, whoops, let me get it turned the right way. It's got these little spots where the set screw can sit in between there. So each one of those little ridges, hopefully y'all can see what I'm talking about. So the set screw comes in and it sits halfway in that little groove. So there's a little cutout and they're half rounds all the way around. So what you do is you tighten this, you loosen the set screw, and then you turn this middle one until when you pull it slowly, it doesn't lock out. So it didn't lock out just then. So if you pull it slowly, it won't lock up. But you need to set it to where you have to kind of yank on it a little bit hard, and you just keep tightening this up a little bit, and then you tighten the set screw. Well, the reason this one got messed up, or it might be the other one, I need to grab them both. This one didn't feel like it had any play. Is when they tightened that set screw, they didn't have it in one of these little channels. They had it between the two channels, and it smashed that edge down. So now it wants to move back and forth between two channels, and I can't get it totally zero blade play. I mean, it's better than every other OTF I've ever felt, but you can get it perfect. But you just have to practice pulling this out, and it won't lock up. This one locks up a little too easy. So this one might be the one that needs to be fixed. But all you do is take that set screw out of the end down here. You slide this all the way to this end. And then you have to be able to reach the set screw through there. Sorry. So you have to have a pretty long bit. Yeah, these are made very well. And make sure I got it right. All right, let me put this back together while I remember how. How are y'all doing today? What do y'all got in your pockets today? Or what exciting is going on in your lives today? Anything cool happening this week for any of y'all? All right, that feels right. Let's start by pushing this glass breaker in. Putting this in this side. Yeah, I thought I'd put that T30 in one of these. Whoops. Let's put the pocket clip back on. Is this the side it goes on? Oh, it goes on the other side. And now I just let the button fall out and probably lost the spring. Oh yeah. That definitely just happened because I was on camera. Aha. I found it. Don't ever try to do anything on camera if you want to look perfect. Because you will not look perfect. You will continually mess up. Alright, now hold that together, Chip. Put the clip back over here on the right side. I think that's the right side. If it's not, we can always flip it. But I think I took out that come on. What in the world is going on? Oh, there it goes. Hold that together. Whoops. Oh my goodness. Is that all it is? I don't think that's right. Might have it backwards. Seems right, but let me get these screws back in here before I drop it. I'll worry about that pocket clip in here in a minute. Might have the clip on the wrong side, I don't know. Alright. Put the two front screws in. You can reverse that pocket clip so it really doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter. But I might have to put one in before the other. Something like that. I'm tired of messing with it on stream. Stuff always doesn't work out perfectly the first time, but we don't give up either. Alright. Let me well, yeah, this one has absolutely zero play, so it's got to be that other one. I got a Tonto and a... Now I think this clip is backwards, now that I look at it. And I think maybe the short one goes through the clip. Seems like the long one would go through the clip. Yep, long one has to go through the clip. Alright, let's get this lined up a little better this time. Alright. That one's in. Why didn't this one want to go back in right? Aha! Now it's right. Whatever it is. Alright. Yes, you can adjust the Vespas. It's got this same little dealio. Let's see what people got in their pockets. So let's see. Can you replace the blade on that? If you're talking about the Tyrant Ultra, I've ordered some OG blades to see if they're the same exact size. But yes, it came with the one for the razor blade. I don't know which knife you're asking about. If you're asking about this one, I don't know about changing the blades. If you could find one, I'm sure you could. But yeah, the Tyrant Ultra came with the razor blade knife part of it. So you can swap this in. And I imagine the OG ones are going to fit because that fits really tight. But I got to sharpen this one anyway, so it's a good reason to take that out right now anyway. All right, let me get back to reading. What's up? Oh yeah, I guess he was talking about changing the blades on that. Can you adjust that one like the real ones? Drummer got a Foca Saturday. What is a Foca? I am not familiar. This is the first one I wanted to look at today. The Crescent Edges Celestial. I'm scared. This is a knife I've got FOMO on. It's Riot made. I don't usually get FOMO, but for some reason I've got it with this knife. I think it's because it kind of reminds me of my Chevron with a little bit more style. And I love the way it looks closed. Someone posted one in the Discord last night, so that's what made me think about it. But yeah, let's see what that Foca is. Aha! Wow, yeah, that looks very comfortable, drummer. I'm gonna guess you got the gray micarta one. The Ultrex. Yeah, that looks very comfortable. It's got those rounded handles. And Kaiser does clutch lock great. $65. AEBL. Blade steel. Gotta be great. Love tools. Mini Hera 2 is hard to beat. Hera 2 are sick. Oh, the top liner lock. I didn't know they made one. That's even better. Aha.
Size closer to the size of the Mini. And then I think we're going to cut it off here today just at the Spyderco Para 3, and then we'll also do the Benchmade Griptilian, or in this case, the Ritter Hogue. How is the action on?
All right, we got to go. Why did I not see the... Why have I not seen that knife? Purple and black might be a... So that one, that black acid is... Huh. That's only $80 for that one. Is it an exclusive from somewhere? I'll get down there in a minute. Sever talked to Wells and he quoted him $250 on a custom. That's awesome. He's gonna, oh, this is the knife, but you're gonna get the titanium carbon fiber. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's a good looking Sever 7 knife. Alright. Be Shady. Funny you said that. Because you know how tack knives. So Be Shady mentioned tack knives. And I've been itching to do a giveaway. So I think I'm going to do a giveaway with some knives that I got from Tack Knives. Where did I put them? They're right here. So these two are from Tack Knives. They're OTFs. And they gave them to me free when I ordered another knife from them. But the funny part about these, Be Shady, and the fact that you mentioned Tack Knives OTFs, this is not one, but this is one. All right, I think I already gave one of them away. Is they made clones. They sold clones. The other one I had was a clone of a Microtech. But this is a Tack Knives OTF, and it's like a clone of a Benchmade. It does work pretty good. I thought I had another one. This is that that's the Too Cool for School knife. But yes, TACCOM does seem to do okay, even if they clone some other companies to do it. This is my AK-47 knife, and it's an auto. But watch out. It's even got the flashlight scope. This thing's something special. I don't know how to close it. Okay, yeah, I do. Thank God it has a lock on it. Thing's dangerous. But yes, Tack Knife supposedly does make good OTFs. And I'm going to give this one away soon to somebody that can legally own it. Because I don't usually do OTFs. I only got this one because of how nice they were and how little blade play it has. And how I fired it 1,000 times without a misfire. Alright, Miranda's making deliveries all day in LA. She'll be happy to get out of California tomorrow. I don't blame you. Andrew got a line on the Wells. Good morning, Mr. Andrew. I'll tell you, some Australians have some knives. Let's see. I'm a truck driver. Yeah, she's a truck driver. Ryan Dye. I'm trying to catch up. Almost caught up with the reading. Yeah, now I need to check out Heretic. No, Shady does. Yeah, what did Mini Hera 2? I'm gonna see how little that is. Mini Hera 2. Liner lock, that's cool. Yeah. You got a purple one? Is that what you said? I think maybe you said that. Hopefully you don't have serrated, but maybe you do. I still like the way the cipher looks. I don't know. I like that little curve and the finger choil on it. There's a purple and purple. Yeah, the cipher, decent one too. All right. Aha! Wow, $50? Why haven't I bought one of those? Good call, Mr. Drummer. Thank you. I don't mind that look. Go to cart. Come on. Act right, Amazon. Proceed to checkout. Sorry, I'm going to go ahead and get those. I mean, get that. I ordered something else too, but yes, Pete, they're still making the Vespas. Morning, Cat Scratch. Siri's not listening to you, huh? Amazon exclusive. That's pretty wild. It's got D2 though, Drummer. What are you going to do about that? Go ahead and smash the like button. Invite you to do so. Yeah, if you just type in on AliExpress Vespa knife, actually the easiest way is to type 0 rotation knife. And that didn't bring up nothing, so I lied. I didn't type rotation right. 0 rotation. Dang it. Maybe Vespa 0 rotation. Yeah. So the Vespas, whenever you find the store that has them, so China high-end EDC, this is the 0 blade play one, Pete. But if you go to that one, you can go to the store. So up here in the top right corner, China high-end EDC. And you go over here and hit Products Vespa. And you'll see that right now they've only got a couple, but they usually have more. They've got a crazy price DLC one. But like I said, a lot of people consider them better than Microtech, so it is what it is. And then if you go back here, there's another store that has them, and it's, is that the same? China Knife Center store. And they've got some more Vespas. So here's a mini, here's a California legal one. So this is from the China Knife Center store. And then this is another store that has them, and they got the, you know, the Hera? No, the dang it, Halo. So yeah, just hop around, and once you find one on AliExpress, go to the store that has them, and they'll have some more. Like this one, China Knife Center. Let's see how many they have. Oh yeah, they have quite a few variants, including some high dollar ones. And they will also sell you parts for extra screws or whatever. You just pay shipping. I've had good luck buying from China high-end EDC. That's where I got mine from. I also bought a high finder from them, which are great. And they seem to have slipped away, though. They used to be a lot bigger than they were. There's some Vespas. Alright, there was something I wanted to talk about. Maybe I made a note about it. Let me see. No, didn't do that. Oh, there's your mini Arius. Let me show some pocket checks real quick while we're waiting on something to talk about. There's Andrew's mini Arius. Looks pretty fire. I like that a lot. It's ittle bitty. And then here's Pete's pocket check for the day. Good old Vosteed and a Civivi. Morning, Mitchell. Yeah, Michael, I had no use for one either. They're only made, to me, to be defensive weapons that you take when you go drinking downtown. Until I got one that felt like a real knife. The lack of movement on this knife is somewhat astounding. And this is definitely the one with no blade play. My Tanto has to be the one that has a little bit of wiggle. I've hated OTFs until I got that one, where I thought they were just pointless and made to take, like I said, to take downtown with you in case you get into an altercation. But yeah, this Tonto one, yep. So it just has the tiniest bit. So this is the one that screw is made for, that replacement screw that I got. So we'll swap that out probably Thursday and get this one where it's got absolutely zero play. This one still has less than any other OTF I've ever felt, but it's got the tiniest bit of play. Still doesn't misfire though. Still great. And then I've got the Vespa. I got the Vespa Combat Trudon too. And it is super solid as well, even though it's not the zero blade play. But that's a big boy, and that is just a weapon. But that's a Vespa as well. Yeah, Michael. A Pew Pew, much better than an OTF. Then Pete gave a link to the one he got. Whoops, what's going on with my mouse? Where we at? The Slugger. Nice. Yeah, I like the looks of that one. It's a good size. So we circle back around to tack knives. Yes, Hizoka. It is the winter pudding one. This is the winter pudding one. I put the blade, I'm going to sharpen the blade, so I put it over here. Well, no, I put it somewhere. Actually, I don't know where I put it. Oh yeah, right over here. So it came with the Tonto blade. You can't really see the Tonto, but it came with the Tonto blade and the razor blade holder. This is the winter pudding though. And the tolerances are great on this thing too. I ordered 2 of these OG blades to see if they fit in this one. I got the drop point and the sheep's foot. So hopefully they'll fit, or I'll have to buy a real one. Oh yeah. Mr. Ed, if you're still back there, I found a few things earlier. Here's that bracelet that you were talking about that you made for me with the knife on it. I forgot how you open this thing. It's probably pretty dangerous. Oh, there we go. So yeah, it's the little survival knife that I sent you the buckle to, and you made me a new bracelet. And when we measured, we didn't measure the part for the buckle, so it's this much too big. It's almost exactly 2 inches too big, but it's way too big. It's, if I showed you, yeah, it needs to have about 2 inches out of it. And I can't figure out, well, I can figure it out, I just haven't yet. So I've got to figure out how to take off this side of the buckle, take off some of this string and get this thing hooked back in to one of these down here. And I should be able to figure that out. It'll be easier to do this side because that's where you did the termination at. So I ought to be able to work it backwards and get this little hook pushed in somewhere in there good enough to hold. But yeah, I found that. And then I found a few other things that I've been kind of missing. One was one of my little bolt action titanium pins that I forgot about. I believe that's a Tucson. Then I found that titanium Tucson grape whistle. And it's also got a lighter in it. Let's see if it's maintained. Nope. It's leaked out. So it's not perfectly airtight. But it's a lighter and a whistle. Titanium. Found that again. And I found the other Vosti thing that I was needing for the new Kaiser. To put on the new Kaiser. So I'll be putting that on today. Then I found a little cheap slip that they sell. You get some of these with some of those Chinese knives. And I know some of y'all were just looking for a slip that fit in your pocket. And you can probably find these on AliExpress. So like this is a slip joint that Pete gave me. And it fits in this perfect just to go down in your pocket. A lot of you want slips that have a clip on it. But I did find that little thing. And also found that cheap, like $7 thingamajig, you know? So you put a pin. Oh yeah, it's got the place for the pin. Then it's got a place for a multi-tool and a knife. And the knife actually, but these are like $7. Oh yeah, you got to put the clip. But these are like $7, and they're probably worth all of it. But your multi-tool will go there. And then I like the fact that it had the little clip, but it's one of the ones that mounts on your belt, you know. But yeah, these were like $7 or $8 on Amazon. And I can't say they're terrible. They're worth about what you pay for them. But they will work. All right. So yeah, I ran across all that stuff in the same place. And a Kaiser knife roll. I don't know if I mentioned that. All right. I can do that, Mr. Ed. Yeah, it's OTF day, Sharp Obsession. No, it was I was talking about Vespas earlier. That was my pocket check last night. These two just showed up magically. Pete said he showed a comparison. Let's see. Oh, a Discord. There's a size comparison of the little slugger. Thank you, Mr. Pete. Got the PM2 and the Para 3. Good old size comparison champions. Well, you got them lined up good with that little tent peg. No, what is that? That's it's a poker thing. It's a pokey thing. Plastic pokey thing. Alright, what were y'all talking about? Sever asked to see my Wii sword fin without anode. Did you get the lightning anode one, the same one I got? I imagine so, because those are one of the only models they make. In fact, I think if you want one to look plain, you have to buy that version. There is no doubt that you will want it once you see mine. Mine was Zer blasted, so it's not just bead blasted. But there she blows. I've hurt myself, so I can't open knives with a thumb stud at the moment. And this one has a spot on it. It's going to drive me nuts if I can't get it off. Have to re-blast it. I think if I try hard enough, I can get that spot off, but there's a little spot on it now, and it drives me nuts. But yes, you want it. And this one has that cool like texture because of the Zerblast. There it is. Magic Eraser. Good call. I will try that. Yep, my thumb is damaged. All right. Andrew's showing some absolute bangers. Pulling out the heavyweight today. I see you, Andrew. With the mini, the full size, and the Goblin. I thought you just ordered the Goblin. I mean the mini Goblin. Oh, that's a full-size Goblin. And you ordered a mini Goblin, so you got all four. Yeah. Meads did his job on this knife. I got an autographed box that came with this knife. So somebody must have bought it at Blade Show when he was there promoting it or something. But I got Mead's autograph on the box for this. But yeah, beautiful knife. Let's go back and look at Andrew's though. Yep. That horizontal satin, hand satin looks good. Mr. Ed with a TCL yesterday. CW folder, and then Sever is saving up to buy one of those. Another beautiful knife. Pocket checks. Mr. Ed's pocket check. Got his Raku. Beautiful knife. There was my pocket check last night. It's on the table. Yeah, that gold carbon fiber does look good, and in person it looks even better. You can see it a little better when you go to the short that I just did last night. When the light hits it. Whoa, hold on. Where's the mute button? There it is. Yeah, that golden carbon fiber looks way better in person. The parking lot light and my phone light was hitting it. We have a little place for dogs to go to the bathroom. I don't know if y'all see in the background there, but there's a fire hydrant. And it's painted up. So I shot the video in front of the little dog walking place. Yeah, super clean though. So it looks better in person than on the website. Yes, Blade Alchemy. Yes, Pete. I'm going through my whole Kaiser box at the moment. So I'm posting back to back. I'm posting 4 a night on my Instagram. And if you go back through here and look, there'll be 4 Kaisers every night. Last night was the PPY, the Cyberblade, and a couple of drop bears. I drove it across the screen. I was feeling silly. But yes, I'm posting 4 per night. And then if I get any extras, like last night I posted these 4 and I got a couple extras in the mail, so I posted them too. And then I got these 2 extra, so the night before it was those 4. And then those 4 before that. And those 4 before that, 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 and those 4 before that. I'm not quite to the end of my Kaisers yet, but I'm getting there. I need to catch up on I need to catch up on my Instagram. I'm way late to the Instagram game. Yeah, I was totally bored with driving the cyber knife. Morning, brown sugar. Hope you're doing well this morning. All right. Oh, I bought a knife yesterday. Definitely nothing special, but it was cool nonetheless. So I bought one of these for $20, brand new in the box. The guy said he'd had it like 6 years and had never taken it out of the box, so it was time to go. So I thought I couldn't pass up a $20 Swiss Army knife, especially when it's got that cool milled pattern. That is the Cadet, maybe? Yes, Christopher, you can stop it from posting to your Facebook. You have to link it together. At some point, you told it, yes, go ahead, but you can turn it off. I could probably show you where to find that. I don't mind showing my info, so let's see. I don't even know where settings is. Okay, settings. Settings and privacy. Let's see, website permission, no. Sharing and reuse. No. Tags and mentions. Link and share, like and share. Oh. Somewhere on there, content preferences. Privacy, close friends, block, story and location. I don't know where the setting is, but you can. Stop Instagram from posting on Facebook. Here you go. Account center, connected experience, sharing across profiles. Oh, settings and privacy. Where is settings and privacy? Account privacy. That's not it. That's not. Automatically share. Toggle off your Instagram story or Instagram post. On web page. How do you do it on the web page? Settings, account center, connected experience. Connected experience. I saw that. Dang it, what does it say? Settings, then accounts center. See more in accounts center. Oh my goodness. Now it might start showing something crazy. Hold on, let me turn this off for just half a second. Yeah. So, where you find it is you click on the account center if you're on the website, and it takes you here, and connected experiences. So sharing across profiles is where it's located. I'm not going to click on it, but it tells you how to do it from the app and the website if you look it up. But it's under the sharing across profiles. Let me see what it does when I click that. I don't want it to show any of my private info, but yeah. Okay. Automatically share your Facebook story, your Facebook posts. No. All right. Yeah, that's where you find it, though. You can stop it. IG has got some major issues. The chat, the compression on photos in the DMs is terrible. New batch of wakas hit AliExpress yesterday. Today's pocket trash. Couple of wrench knives. I like the idea of you starting out with wrench knives. Lion Steel Dom Barlow. I need to get me a Barlow slip joint. .3V Master Hunter. It looks like a date. It says 11 of 23, like 11/23. Take your knife apart, and then they're not hidden numbers. What in the world? It's a nice little pocket check. See what else we see. Is that Aries? No, who is that? I'm not sure who that is. I've got anybody else love silky saws? I used my silky in the yard the other day, man, and it cut up stuff so quickly. I was shocked at how quick I was cutting up 3-inch tree limbs that fell out of the tree. It was literally like 6 back and forth, and it was through a 3-inch tree. I was like, wow. Silky saws are the bomb, though. I'm pretty sure those were Silkies up there, but they might have even been better than Silkies. No, it's got to be. What do those say? Yeah, those are Silkies. So I've got the big boy, but some special edition one. That Attaboy, the Katana boy, that's a heck of a... You could build a log house with that right there. Yeah, Silky are definitely the best. Old Hickory. Right, Pete? He didn't want to mess it up. Let's see what else we got going on in the knife world today. Mr. David hasn't popped in a couple of days, and I was wanting to send him a Kershaw. So yeah, get a hold of me, Mr. David, if you hear this. And send me your address to my email, and I'll hook you up with a Kershaw. I'm in the giving mood. Good little pocket check. Yeah. Zip ties can be hard to cut, though. I've got to do some rock finishes to some titanium. Alright, I'm tired of scrolling Reddit. Y'all are going to have to give me something to look at or talk about. Should I get one of the Crescent Edge knives, Celestial? Should I get one of these before they sell out? That is the question of the day. I don't know which one I want. Totally. I want satin. I like that one with the two-tone. A little bit. Let's see. But which does this one have satin? Yeah. I like that one, I think. Man, those lines on that, all the different places, pretty cool. I'm having FOMO. Y'all can't see the lines. I was talking to myself again. Well, y'all didn't have to go through the trouble of looking at them all to see the one I like. Those lines are crazy, though, up around the grind. Yep, I don't usually have FOMO, but I'm having it with this knife. This two-tone one, I like the hand satin, but I don't think I like the two-tone. It's got those same lines in it. And then this one is way too shiny of a blade, or textured of a blade. But man, it looks like a nice Riot knife. It looks like he went with the right OEM. This the DLC one? It's PVD. I love that knife. What started it was this picture. Mr. Nick yesterday posted his Arcona Buron and his Celestial. And I believe Mr. Whalen asked what it was. Yeah, we looked at the Olive. It's not olive. We looked at that when it first came out. The Lenta. Mr. Lou bought one, but this Lenta is pretty awesome. I really want to get one to try out that blade, the tungsten carbide. 71 HRC. I think it's a cool looking knife too. I like how you can see through. I just want to know how the crossbar lock feels. But yeah, the Olive, we looked at it. Olive, yeah, that's right. T30. Yeah, that's a cool knife. And they make a LMAX version if you don't want the tungsten carbide. But I want the tungsten carbide. And I think I want a green G10 one. They're more expensive than the GFN handles. I almost bought one of my kind of one of my grails yesterday. Not really one of my grails, but a knife I've been wanting for a while. If he wasn't charging retail price, I probably would have. Let me see if his post is still up. Winter Pudding's making the mini Cortex. Well, that's awesome to see a sneak peek of it. I haven't seen that yet. Let's see, where was that post at? It might have got deleted. I think it did get deleted. But it was the Lion Steel SR1. And it was a purple one. It's definitely not it. Yeah, the post got deleted. But it was one of the integrals I want to get that I haven't gotten is a Lion Steel SR1. Whoops. And dude was selling a purple one. He was selling that one right there on the right. I don't know why I can't click on anything. But I almost bought that purple one in the top right corner. It won't let me click on nothing. That's weird. I've got the Grow or the Sativian version. I think it's the Grow version. It looks just like this. Y'all hold on just a second. I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom. That bathroom break made me remember an old third grade joke. I think it was like second or third grade. There was something going around where somebody said if you wanted to know how sex felt, to just not pee for a really long time. And that's kind of how it felt. Of course, we all know it's a little more than that. But that was one of those good ones. Oh, and it's Gonzo. It wasn't Grow or Sativian that I was talking about. It was Gonzo that made one that looks just like that knife. And I love this thing, so why wouldn't I love the real integral version? And this one's a crossbar instead of a frame lock. But this thing is awesome. And you can beat this thing to death. And it's so comfortable in hand. So that's why I know I would love the knife. The actual Lion Steel with the real integral. But Gonzo did a pretty good job on this one too. This is one of those Gonzos that everybody tells you need to try if you're going to try one. It's the G720. Yeah, cool knife. I've got a few of the Gonzos that are pretty much copies of other knives. I mean, you saw that one didn't have the I mean, it has a crossbar lock. But I've got the other ones too. I've got the ones that are the PM2 crossbar locks that they made. And then I've got the Gonzo Rat that they made. And it is very close to a PM2. That is for sure. I don't mind when they take a design and kind of put a new lock on it and don't make it an exact copy and then call it their own knife. And I almost like the blade ramps, the thumb ramp on these No, you can't beat the Spyderco. The jimping is better on the Spyderco. But the angle of it is a little better on the Gonzo. But this looks, I could get my real rat out, compare it, but it does look almost exactly like a Rat 1. So then we got clones that aren't clones. So if I take these two off the table, we don't really have any clones on the table. We have all real knives. Granted, 3 of them are Gonzos. And we got 2. All right, what else y'all want to look at today before we start winding this one down? Y'all want to check any websites or... Let's go check, real quick, let's go to Knife Center, see what new stuff they got in. New folders. Hardcore Hardware Covert. That's a different looking one. Microtech Christmas edition. Oh, that petrified fish looks pretty nice. It's a liner lock. What in the world? I kind of like that one with the old school mosaic. Sheep's foot blade. 14C 28N. How big is that? 7.6 overall with the 3.5-inch blade. It's a pretty cool looking little knife. Another petrified fish. American Blade Works Model 1 flipper. Huh. Got some weird patterns. That reminds me of those old Bajas we used to wear. Well, I'm really reminiscing this last little bit. Well, back in the day, if you didn't have a cool Baja, you weren't nothing. That was long after the point of parachute pants and the Michael Jackson jacket. Bear and Son. We watched that video at that Blade show with them showing all the crazy cheap knives they make nowadays. Man, that's the Benza looks nice. That black canvas micarta looks sick. Marfione Select. What else we got? Some Protex. Mordax still, man, that flipper tab kills it for me. If they'd have rounded that off. That's a weird color raccoon. Scapegoat compact prototype. Compact prototype. Auto. Huh. Porcupine. Nightshade or the Shilling Cutter. Parallels. We're getting into some older stuff. Corgi. Hey, there's the 22. Oh no, I was thinking of the 228. Sorry. Pretty. Blue Label. Blue Label seemed to be a pretty good deal. There's the Integral. That's pretty sick. Oh, you just got that hardcore hardware knife? Where is it? Let me see it. Oh, yeah. You actually did. There's that synchronicity thing again. With the hardcore hardware. Somebody else did a pocket check. Mr. Mitchell. Oh, there's Big Jim's. Olive. How do you like it, Big Jim? And there's something. Potassium permanganate. Sorry. Permanganate. TC's pocket. Or is that, we're in pocket check? Yeah, we're in pocket check. There's TC's pocket check. I like that red shredded carbon fiber. And then Mitchell, I think. Got his metal complex knife. Integral, I'm guessing. Yes. Another beautiful knife. Alright. Yeah, that was nice though. What else we got? Some new Nock crossbar knife. Jack Wolf's Gunslinger Jack. Mini Arius. Arcane the Abyss version 2. That's the version I like too. Yep. That's one of the only arcanes that I like. There's like 3 of them. Two or three I like. That's a clean version of it though. Yeah, that's a cool knife. I like the Crypt too. Knife Center seems to be Necronaut's not one of my favorites because it's a crazy blade. I like the Automaton. The Crypt and the Abyss are 2 I like though. Les George Eagle Auto from Defiant 7. Ramet Cosmic. Yeah, that's a crazy blade grind. Oh, it was fun to see Burning Stables do a review. Clayton do a review of the Camel. Man, I can't type this morning. But yeah, Clayton did a review of the Ramet Camel yesterday. Put it out. That was pretty funny to watch. Y'all go check that out if you haven't. I, of course, love it for the price. Yes, Ever 7. They had that knife at Blade Show Atlanta, remember? They had that Lamborghini one. It was in the small room. Pretty sure you saw it. They were really showing their stuff off at Blade Show. They were like, look at this. Collaboration with Lamborghini. All right, let's see. Go one more page. 3's a good number. Bear & Son. $29 knives. And Bear Ops. That Marfione Select LUDT. I could do without the gold, but I like the rough pattern. Stone washed. Did that say slab titanium handles? And slab titanium handles. Oh, the backspacer on it is all weird colors. You can barely see it poking through up there. It looks like they did like flamed anno, tiger stripe anno on it or something. Slab titanium handles. Not quite sure what that means. Huh. So he released the SMF. New clean version of it. Now he just needs to make an integral. That's Shirogorov. Pretty sweet looking. Let's see. Wow. That Borka's ugly. Plague Outback finish. Oh, there's the Lenta. It's a compression lock? Oh, no, a compression spring. Duh, crossbar. Retractable camp utility knife. California legal. Gunslinger Jack traditional. Some more SMFs. Ragnarok. Another beautiful knife. I like seeing the plain Jane ones. Giant mouse. That's about it. There's that Swiss Army switchblade. Pretty cool.
We've got Switch Army knives back in stock. Not Swiss Army knives. Switch Army knives from Chuck Gudradis. We have both a custom and some of the mid-tech versions in stock. The mid-tech version is the more affordable of the two, as you would expect, at $995. The full custom is $1,595. What makes them so special? Well, they're obviously Swiss Army knife inspired in their shape, but they're switchblades. They're automatics, which is very, very cool. You've got a liner lock for security, no visible button on the outside, but when it's time to deploy, you rotate the front scale back by using your thumb right here. Very nice, very easy to do once you know what's going on, how to open it. works really, really nicely. I like the aluminum on this. It's really nice. Blue aluminum here, Nitro V steel on both of these, polished red.
Blue aluminum and Nitro V for $1,000.
Red G10 on.
But it's USA made. But yeah, blue aluminum and Nitro V, $995. That seems perfectly reasonable to me. Yeah, Blau rocks are nice. Well, all right, peoples. Hope y'all have a great Monday and a good start to your work week. Thank you, Michael. Me and you agree on quite a few of our views on things like that. Yeah. Dalibor's customs are crazy. Or Bergham's customs, sorry. I've also got the little Gonzo Delica copy, whatever that is. I think it's the Delica. But that's a Gonzo too. Put up my Gonzos real quick. Oh! About dropped the whole case full of knives. Something else I wanted to show was that Fintiso. I've talked to y'all about Fintisos before. But something I noticed about that Beyond EDC that he sent me was that it reminded me a lot of this Fintiso, except the Fintiso has the proper length that we're going to cut off, but this Fintiso has the proper length front flipper. So now you can see what I'm going for with the front flipper on that one. So this front flipper does not hit your finger, and this one does. So I'm going to try to turn it. I didn't know I'd get it that close to what this one looks like. So I might cut the angle back a little further on that one, kind of like this one. But very similar when they're closed. But this one hits your finger just about every time you try to open it, unless you somehow slide you can't reach up here when you got to slide your hand that far back. So anywhere you are right here, it hits your finger. Very annoying, but a super cool looking little knife. And this one, no matter where you're holding it, the front flipper's the right length. So yeah, I'm going to modify this one to be like that one, and then have a great little, super cool looking little knife. It also keeps you from being able to close it. So whenever you go to close it, it hits your fingers too. It's very annoying. I don't know why they made it that long. That's silly. 2 hours is pretty long. An hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours is usually what I try to do. I consider that pretty long live when I've done it 416 days in a row. And I just got off working an 8-hour shift. I don't know how much how much time you want me to put in. I try to put in as much as I can, but a couple of hours is all I can do after I get off an 8-hour shift every night. and not get burnt out. It's all good. I appreciate you wanting me to go longer. I just, I think I would have got burnt out long ago if I tried to go any longer. And you don't realize how much talking 2 hours straight is. So my voice gets shot. Like, as men, we don't talk nearly as much as women, but I don't even know if women talk 2 hours in a day. They probably do, but when you talk 2 and 3 minutes at a time, you would have to do 20 or 30 of those to make an hour of talking. So yeah, I try to go as long as y'all want to keep talking about stuff. But it's Monday. It's supposed to be pretty today here. I got stuff to do around the house too. So yeah, I appreciate y'all. Yeah, but once a week, 3 hours is a lot different than 2 hours, 7 days a week. Or twice a week, 3 hours. I'm doing like 14 hours a week instead of 6. Alright, everybody. If y'all need me, email's in the top right corner. Blade Alchemy for you. Yeah, Sever. I can. Do you want to see the one I want to sell, or do you want to see the other one? I've got all my integrals in 2 bags, 2 nice bags now, so it's not very difficult. Let's see. These are in here. There's 8 integrals. There's 8 more. And we're in the wrong case. So they must be in here. And then I got all my other ones in here. So I've got 3 of the integral SNGs now. We'll look at the blue one, since this is the newest one I got with the crystal tie. But blade to handle ratio is about like that. There you go, Mr. Sever. There's that back shot of that crystal tie. And then the one I'm getting rid of is this one. With the holes in it. And there's the back shot of that integral. Throat goat, it wasn't ever made. These are Evil Eyes. These are Evil Eyes clones with real blade steel. S90V or M390 or 20CV. But yeah, all 3 of these are integrals. All these knives are integrals. All right. I didn't let stuff bump into each other too much. All right. Well, Sever caught me at the end and made me show something, but if y'all need me, email me. David, if you see this and hear this, hit me up in my email. I'm going to send you a Kershaw free of charge. And if y'all hadn't hit that like button, I invite you to do so on your way out. Whoops. Wrong button. Yep, Mitchell, hope you have a good day too, sir. Throat Goat, Sever. Be Shady. Sharp Obsession, Michael. Brown Sugar. Appreciate all y'all. Mr. Ed, of course. Co-Bunny. Sorry I didn't talk about any swords this morning. Pete, TC, Andrew. Anyway, hope y'all have a good one. We'll do it again tomorrow.